Me and my wife's situation is a little different. You know, how we met. You know, through mutual friends and everything like that. You know, when I met my wife, she was 17. So, you know, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, you know, she was of age. And, you know, people don't understand it. And I got a lot of backlash for marrying someone that was 19. And, you know, when we did finally start to talk, I was like, this woman is like me. And she was just like, when I would talk to her, she just, for one, we had a spiritual connection. And I feel like that's the most important thing. We both love God. We both love Jehovah. And that was key. And being able to start being around her and talking to like, we got it, we connected through music. And, you know, her spirit, her kindness, her heart reminds me a lot of my mom. And just, you know, we connected on songs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ne-YO.
Yes.
Now, your relationship has been in the spotlight a lot lately. Now, I don't know if you're going to have 1, 2, or 3 brides, honey. But anyway, let's talk about just this love.
Said 4.
Tell him, Ne-YO. 4. Tell him. So, Ne-YO, how do you juggle multiple women at one time? Because I tried that, honey, and it didn't work.
Well, it's not about juggling. It ain't about juggling. You know, the key ingredient to making it work is honesty. Everybody got to be telling the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I saw Slim Thug say that you're a king, honey. You a king. You could do all that stuff. I mean, but being honest, so but those women, Ne-YO, I saw when you was backstage, are they triplets? Or are they just 3 different women?
No, it's 3. Well, there's 4 of them total. It was just 3 that was there that particular night. But yeah, man, it's listen, it works. It works.
Yeah.
It works. Everybody's honest. Everybody telling the truth. Everybody is consenting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I wasted a lot of time just being dishonest about things to the point where had I taken this approach initially, I probably could have saved myself a lot of headache and heartache. You know what I mean?
You need to put a statue of you up in your hometown. For all the men to go and worship. For all the men to go once a month and just bow down to it. Like,
Yeah.
man. But, boy, if I could have pulled this off 30 years ago. Good God.
You ain't lying, I swear you ain't lying, man.
I'm trying not to say nothing because she might be listening, but damn it.
Yeah, bro, I was KO with you, bro.
Your birthday need to be a national holiday. When is your birthday, man? For all the damn players out here, when your birthday?
Yeah, Ne-YO.
We need that day off.
Yeah, but y'all sit here, you say all that stuff, though, but the question is, though, Ne-YO, can they date somebody else, or they got to wait for you to come off
Everybody
stage?
got to be
Oh,
honest.
no, absolutely not. So here's the thing. I don't ask anybody for exclusivity. I don't even make that a requirement. I don't make that. But if you offer it, then it's mine. If you offer it and I accept it, then it's mine, which means that you have decided that I'm the only person that you're going to deal with. And if that's a decision that you've made and I accept, then that's where we at.
Marques Houston,
It's your boy AV.
and this is the Map Social Presents.
They're on your podcast.
And we back with another hot topic,
Another
controversial
one.
topic, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Today we're going to talk about the stigma around relationships, the choices that men are able to make, and when they're able to make. Is it frowned upon, and why it's frowned upon? And we got 2 celebrity examples here in the building tonight.
Yeah, the goats are. Well, you said they classic now in R&B.
Yeah, we got Ne-YO and we got
Ne-YO
Marques
and
Houston.
Marques Houston, man. Shout out to them though. They doing their thing.
Which one you want to start with first?
Let's start with Marques Houston.
All right, that's an easy one. So Marques Houston, his wife now, I believe, is early 20s. Marques Houston is now 42.
Yeah.
When he knew her, I believe,
That's the
when
cringing
she was
part.
16.
That's the cringing
And
part.
then they say they became in a relationship when she was 18. They are now married. They have children. And there's been some comments going around online about it being legit. Like, is that kind of like predatory or
They was
pedophilia
cooking
type?
him. They was cooking him.
There's some people just, people got stuff to say about it.
I mean-
what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Well, she's how old now? 20.
She might be like 22, 24.
I mean, I guess to date
when
some
they got
when you
they were
that
in a relationship
age
when she was 18.
at 18 And I mean, I guess that's bold of him. I mean, I don't know if that's. I'm. It's a little off to me personally. It's to me, it's a little off because it's like I feel like when women, but this go both ways now. So anybody like yeah, say when it's the other way around too. I feel like when a woman is that much younger or a person is that much younger than you, I feel like that's a person to like kind of like mentor a little bit to like guide them or like be careful out here. Now attraction and physical stuff is like I don't know.
What age do you think a woman should start being trained or educated on being a wife?
I'm not trained.
Yeah, trained.
I think from young, but I don't think that's what's been happening. I don't think.
Why is trained a bad word?
It's not. I know it's not a bad word, but people. I think the word they say the word trained, they make it seem like it's an animal.
Who's they?
Women. I think women's society.
They
when
get hung up on words?
Yeah, they'll get hung up on words.
When you go.
How about did you train your son to have manners?
Yeah. When you go to the gym.
That's what I'm saying. But
doing?
see, that wasn't demonized.
Yeah, you train your mind, you train your muscles, you train.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It takes practice. It's not easy. You can't just jump into be somebody's
What
partner
age
like
do you
that.
think a young woman should be starting to look to be a wife and being taught to be, not even taught, look to be a wife, and being groomed to be a wife?
I think 16, they should be starting to learn. He's like, and that's what he did.
No, I'm listening.
No, I think about 16. You have sweet 16s, right? And I think men and women, it's like you want to get your experience out there. Life is kind of crazy, but hopefully you going into certain situations like I probably want to have someone that cares about me, like a true partner. Now, yeah, people's mentality is young when they're younger, and this is why sometimes women kind of date men that are older.
Yeah.
And that I don't think that's a bad thing because that person knows kind of. Now there's some predatory people out there for sure, but for the most part they know how to handle their own emotions as an adult, as a man, to be there for that
So they
partner.
like 20 years apart, right? Or
Yeah,
like
that's
maybe 22 years apart.
Yeah, about.
Do you think anybody would care if they got together and she was 40 and he was 62?
No.
What's the difference?
Because I think the difference at 40 versus
But you
at
got
16.
more experiences?
No, I just think people would assume that when they're younger they're more impressionable.
Which is a bad thing?
Impressionable, like they don't say impressionable like gullible. Like you can get easily taken advantage of because you don't know the signs of someone taking advantage of you, which I understand that is a true concern. But that goes both ways. So if a guy is 17 or 16 and he's dating some woman that's in their 40s, right? Do you think that happens often?
What?
Someone dating someone that a young man, a young boy.
It probably happens more often than we would realize, and I also think it's a double standard.
Yeah,
you know
I
who
agree.
Cher is?
Yeah, of course.
You know how old her husband is?
No.
They're like almost 50 years apart.
How old is he?
He way younger than her.
And then when did they start dating though? Was it like on some young stuff like Marques Houston type thing?
I know the age gap is ridiculous, and it's like, you go, girl.
Yeah, I mean, when you 50, you had to. He like, what are you 100 and he's 50? No. He's like, I'm looking it up right now. He's like, I'm gonna prove this point right here. It's still, yes, it's not conventional. I wonder how her parents
He's
felt about that.
38. Cher is 78.
But I'm saying it wasn't like you would say
Let's
at that age.
let's change Marques Houston into a female.
Yeah, if it
And
was
the
other
girl
way.
into a young man. Would anybody care?
No, they wouldn't. That's the thing, and I agree.
It's just a double standard.
Mind you, we
It makes
saying
people
this.
feel uncomfortable.
Y'all, if y'all got something to say, put it in the comment because we want to know what y'all think about this because I don't think, in my opinion, I think people won't care.
Yeah,
if it
they
was a
seem
young-
happy. Look like they got a happy life.
that's-
Foundational marriage. They have children. Shout out to them.
For real.
I think it's frowned upon when men are able to obtain and do certain things. And I don't know if he was with her before she was 18. That's a different
Yeah,
story.
we ain't
'Cause
to
there's
be-
the law.
there's legal.
But once people just don't like to see certain things because they're uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, they have this that narrative in their mind. They've seen all these stories or hear these stories. Sometimes those stories might not even be fully the truth.
Yeah.
But
I want to know what
once
y'all
it's out
think.
there, it's
Y'all
out
think
there.
it's weird, or if they happy and he got with her when she was of age, it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly fine as long as they happy and they good. I want to know what y'all think. I just think there's double standards when it comes to men or women, and things that make people feel uncomfortable when you're able to obtain and do things as a man. Women just don't like that.
Okay.
They don't like it.
Well, let me ask you a question, because I'm curious how her parents feel. If you had a daughter,
Probably fine because it's Marques Houston.
if you had a daughter and she was 16 or 18 and she was dating.
She was 16 or 18.
Okay, she was 18. She met the dude 16, right? Now she's 18 and she's dating a guy. He's 40 years old.
40.
You met the man.
I would definitely have to meet him and as a father and see what he about. And it depends on how he is.
You'd have to threaten him a few
No,
times.
because it's the thing. As an adult, you're able to do what you want to do. I'm gonna question it as a father regardless. 40.
It doesn't matter what
20,
age you are.
I'm gonna want to know the person. I'm gonna want to know your motives, if there is motives, or if you're here to actually be a good husband
A
or
good
potential
person,
partner
yeah, in her life.
to my daughter's life. But at the end of the day, it's their choice. But I'm gonna want to know why and who and when and how, all of that good stuff. But I don't find it to really be that odd.
Yeah.
Because you see it a lot. I just think it depends on how they met, what the story
You know
is
what's
behind
out
it.
here? Let's get touchy with it. It's crazy because like there's so much different things going on in society right now, where it's like it ain't just man. You got men and men getting married. You got women and women getting married. You got transitioning and all those things. Everybody has their own choice. But when it comes to this topic, and it's just the age thing, it seems like it's frowned upon, but it's not. Nobody's like, well, it's their choice. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I do find that a little bit curious how we kind of don't.
I think a lot of people when they chime
like
in and
that.
they salty about it, they say it's weird or what he want with that little girl is not coming from the place of the protection of the girl. It's coming from a place of jealousy because they are no longer young. They wasn't able to obtain that situation and they look happy.
Oh yeah, they definitely gonna comment now.
Yeah, I just want to know what y'all think. Switching over to the next celebrity, Ne-YO. He actually has 4 girlfriends. He came out on several podcasts, several news radio stations, and he said he just didn't want to be a liar anymore. He was trying to be somebody that he was not. He knew he would never be a man to be able to commit to one woman. And there's a video that we'll share, or we share, where he's kissing his girls backstage. They all seem happy. They in a happy situation. Polygamy, I guess.
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is. I want to know what y'all think about that. My thoughts on that
I want to hear
is
what your
that
thoughts on that.
I think he should be able to do it.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. If the girls are happy, I think there's a reason and certain level of why he's able to do so. Anybody that say they don't like it, they hating like a motherfucker. A man that's at a certain level has always been desired by multiple women. I think what is key in that situation is being honest with each other and telling the truth. Honestly, for me, I wouldn't be able to do it because one woman is enough headache. And if I believe that I got 3 or 4 that I'm committed to, I'm a fool to think that it ain't gonna take a lot of work, that it ain't gonna take a lot of time and attention. I'm not willing to put that time and attention into multiple women. Even if I was able to obtain it and was honest about it, I still wouldn't do it because it just ain't for me. But shout out to him and salute him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree 1,000%. And man, I feel like this could be such a touchy topic.
Not
Like,
really.
No, when I say this, well, I'm gonna light it on fire because, well, you said like remember you said earlier like, a person might be jealous because they not young, or they feel like they can't do that.
Yes, that's
Right?
where it usually comes from. When people chime in, it's not for the safety of the people involved. It's for their own selfish thoughts and reasons. Either A, they hating because they can't do it and they ain't able to do it, or disgusted because they ain't able to be one of the chicks, or vice versa. Or a nigga hating saying what he want with that many women when he can't handle one woman or whatever the case may be because they can't obtain it.
I'm
It's
gonna
never
be
coming
honest.
from a place to protect the people
I
involved.
think that is a true reason in some cases, and a lot of cases. But I would go as far as say, I think anytime, and this might sound so controversial, but if you feel way, I would love to hear your thoughts. Comment. Every time I've seen men, right, be in a position where they look like they're happy or they're getting out of a situation, right? They're getting something like they're winning,
I can't
whatever.
believe he figured out the cheat code.
Right? It's like people don't want to, they feel like that's wrong. And I'm like, y'all taking away all these people's choices. Those women, that's their choice. That's their choice if they want to do that. And then, I'm scared to say this, but when we talk about,
Don't be whoop, be scared
when we
to
talk
say
about
it.
the religion, and we talk about Bible, and we talk about these things, even there's certain things even in the Bible on certain things where people, I'm not saying me, people have used that to be like, hey, in the Bible it says you can have more than one wife. Now, maybe I need to, hey, all the religious scholars out there, let me know if I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know something. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But am I bugging?
No, I don't think you're bugging.
I mean, how can
I don't
you?
know where you're going with it.
I'm saying that some of the people that will say that's wrong will also be, I'm going to church, I'm going to this, and that same thing, that same Bible that they're reading, is saying that you can have more than one wife. Oh.
Yeah, but people love to use the Bible as they picky and choosy. Like, I'm going to pull this from it because it's convenient for my situation, but I'm going to ignore everything else in there. That's why I hate when people bring up the
Do us all, that wasn't me.
Yeah, that's excuses. We don't know what the fuck that was. But people, when they bring up the Bible and they try to go with religion and start bringing that into these conversations, I usually tend to check out because people are very selective about what they pull from it. If you haven't read the Bible front to back, to me, you're not even a Christian. You have to complete that book, read it front back to back, and actually choose to live that way on a day-to-day basis, and understand that's who and what you are choosing to do, not pick and be selective out of the book. So I do think people do that. So yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But if what y'all don't understand about this situation, that a lot of people don't realize, the biggest thing that women hate is they just don't like being lied to. You'll be surprised if you went up front with them and tell them what you want, the type of results you get. They like to have options. I want to have the option to say, yes, I want to be a part of this, or no, I don't. A lot of times where cats fuck up is that they try to have multiple women and then they lie to them. Come to find out, if you was honest up front, you might have had a better outcome and they might have been with it. They just don't like their options taken away.
Yeah, and the way it's the demonization of one party. That's what gets me. If you feel like this wrong, let's say you feel like that was wrong, you feel like Ne-YO, Marques Houston, you demonizing them, that's wrong. They're not holding a gun to nobody. So are you gonna say those women that are in a relationship with Ne-YO, you gonna demonize them? You gonna do? Because no.
It's funny because.
Are you gonna put their screen up and be like, no?
When men, what's interesting about they two situations, when men are honest about who they are, it makes news. Like, this is what I want. This is what I want, and I was able to get it. And now it's a blog or a meme, and like, how dare he, or can you believe it?
You think they're using them?
Using who?
You think the girls are using Ne-YO? You think?
Yes.
You think Marques Houston's
Yes.
using him?
They're supposed to be.
Like, so if Ne-YO wasn't who he was,
no, he wouldn't be able to do it.
like, do you see Ne-YO?
I think
Shout out to Ne-YO.
I
rock
think
with
men
Ne-YO.
need to realize we are here to be used. I want to be used by the right one. And I know that word might sound kind of like,
No, it's right.
Inappropriate, or like not a word in someone's favor, but we're going to be used in relationships.
Oh man.
I'm gonna expect something in return, but yeah, they using him. The money, the fame, the support, the stability, the security. Those things women want. That.
It's funny when you just said that. Shout out to my homie Tony. He always said this to me. He was like, he said the same thing, but he said his phrase. He said, and I'm giving you credit, bro. He said, you're not useful if you can't be used. Right? Like, we want to say I'm useful. It's a benefit from me being here or being in your life. That means you could use me. First of all, I want to be used by the person I actually care about. So it's not.
You're supposed to be using a relationship. Shout out to R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. One thing that he said that I love is that.
Trying to get us good.
I don't care. One thing that R.I.P. Rest in peace.
I know.
He said some smart things. He said you're supposed to be, even amongst men, you're supposed to be useful to the group and others. Useful
Rabbit hole
translates to what? Being used. I'm using this nigga. He using me.
True.
We found a benefit in our relationship.
In our friendship.
To leverage our business, friendship, our friendship outside of that. If there's nothing I can get out of
why
this,
am I hanging
I'm not
around
gonna
you?
I want to be used by my partner, and I want to be useful.
Around my friends and family.
I want to be able to pour into healthy relationships.
That's the whole point of building yourself up. You built yourself up. I mean, if you feel like you're gonna build yourself up and not give to the people you're around or love, then you're kind of selfish, right? But if you built yourself up to the point where you can give experiences, money, wisdom to the people you care about, and get something back, you're being used, and you guys are using each other. And that's how you build a community. So But I am interested. I think we verbalize these things really well, and hopefully y'all see where we're coming from. But I would love to hear y'all's viewpoint. But if y'all demonizing the men, I'm telling y'all, these are the people that they with or whoever they choosing to be a part of that. So are you gonna demonize them as well? Because that's what doesn't happen.
I just want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think it's sustainable, obtainable, and is it realistic to be in those type of relationships?
True.
The one we touched on with Marques Houston, then the one with Ne-YO. When y'all see this and they happy, are y'all like black love? You know what I'm saying? Glad to see it, or is there hate? Or is it like, I can't believe it, this is disgusting? I would never. I want to know what y'all thoughts is on both sides of the scale with these relationships and what y'all think. Yeah. But shout out to them, and I hope y'all, I'd rather be, if I had to choose whose position to be in, I usually wouldn't date young like that. Yeah. But I would choose Marques Houston's situation because I ain't dealing with 3 chicks.
Yeah, that's too much.
No, 4 chicks. He got 4.
Yeah, that's too
I
much.
ain't doing
and it's not no shout out. It's just like when you got a partner, there's so much things to take care of in your life. I don't care how much money I got. I don't want to be having fearful thoughts or thinking stuff with multiple women. I'd rather just this one I'm dealing with, who I care about, who I'm gonna show up for. I can't be showing up for everybody. That's hard to do. Yeah. So Ne-YO, do your thing, man. Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
I hope he talk about more on the shows, like what the relationships are like. We ain't trying to get all up in.
Yeah, no.
If you want to talk about it, I'll definitely tune in.
I give them credit though, because you know these are people can hide this stuff. Like Marques Houston don't gotta. But if he's like, you know what, I'm living in my life. I'm being truthful, and I'm not afraid to show how I love and who I love. You gotta kind of tip your hat to people like that, especially when you know you're gonna get rocks thrown at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was truthful. Well, I'm not gonna say what he said. Marques Houston. If y'all want to go check it out, you can find the video online or the interviews where he said why he went younger.
Oh.
Why he went younger.
Oh.
So he had some experiences with women of his age, with appropriate age.
And that's their preference.
And from those learned experience, he decided he wanted to go a different way with it. And out of that came a beautiful, happy marriage and some children. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to y'all and y'all family.
Yep. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. You know what it is. It's the Map Social Presents
Dirty Laundry Podcast.
Want to see more videos like this last one?
Hey, just like, share, and comment. That's what you were doing, right? He said it.
I didn't think it was going to be so short. You gave me that thing.
You stopped too quick. Yeah, I'm ready for you. Ready to go. You want me to go first?
No.
So go.
There you go. Handed you right. Want to see more content like the last one?
Make sure you like, share, and comment.
You go first, because I don't like the way you said it.
All right, cool. Ready?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? This your boy AV here at the Map Social. You want to see more content like this? Like, share. What? Tell me what words to say.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Takes up, gripping, grabbing in corners. This is Texas. You banging screws, staying true. I'm to Texas, yeah.
Steady tipping, steady flipping on the grind.
I'm to Texas, yeah, yeah.